This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports. TAB award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game. Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening from Riverdale High School, where tonight we'll have Stewarts Creek squaring off against the Riverdale Warriors here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dinkins, along with, I hope, Brian Barrett, if he didn't fall.
No, I'm here.
Okay, on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day. Riverdale comes in here with a 6-5 record. Stewarts Creek 5-7. And just a quick note, Brian, we're hoping to be able to get this game in. It's very windy and partly cloudy, but right now it looks pretty good.
It does. The winds are definitely a whipping out here. They're blowing out too, by the way, so that could make things fairly interesting today. And you might at times hear where I've got our field mic. I tried to put it to where the wind's not blowing directly on it, but it may have a little scraping sound for some reason, but you do what you can do. The weather tonight, I think we're going to get things in. I may have to move it. Now that I've told you about it, you can hear it, right?
Now it's bothering me now. I didn't think about it until you said that.
So we're trying to beat the rain, and it does look like the rain is going to hold off here for us for a little bit. Actually, there's nothing in Middle Tennessee rain-wise right now at all, so I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
And the pitching matchups today is going to be Goodhart for Stewarts Creek, and Moran will be pitching for Riverdale here. It's baseball here on State Farm Prep Sports, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Big changes coming for Ideas Tees and Raider Tees. After nearly 2 decades at 910 Ridgely Road, they're moving to a brand new location, 111 East MTCS Road, across from MTCS. Same great screen printing and embroidery services. Same Raider Tees, Blue Raider spirit, now with even better visibility from Memorial Boulevard. The move will be complete March 24th, and their work won't stop during this process. Ideas Tees and Raider Tees moving to 111 East MTCS Road.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And it's time for the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. As we continue here with the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. Brian, not a lot going on tonight. This game starting early, and rightfully so with the weather forecast, but it should be a good one tonight, as both of these teams are always in the hunt.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. This is going to be a very competitive district. I saw last night where the Blackman-Rockvale series, Rockvale won that first game rather handily, and this is the second night with Oakland and Siegel, and Oakland, it was, I think, scoreless going into the ninth, if I remember right, and what David was telling us, and Siegel got a run across and won that ball game. And this is not a district game, but District 8 4A is playing some district games, just Riverdale not this week.
Well, you've got to look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, let's look at Stewarts Creek first. They're 5-7 on the year. Aiden Jackson, he is going to bat first and play short. Number 22, Chase Fernandez. He is the DH in the 2-hole. Number 16, Fernandez. Tyler Husky is going to play center field and bat third. Batting fourth is Sean Rhodes, the third baseman. In the 5-hole, the first baseman, Hudson Schmitz. Also batting sixth, Devin Connor. He will play second as well in the outfield. Hunter Blanton will catch and bat seventh. Batting eighth, Aiden Brown, the right fielder. And Gadil Telko is the 9-hole hitter and playing left. So it's Jackson, Fernandez, Husky, Rhodes, Schmitz, Connor, Blanton, Brown, and Telko.
It's Tello. It may look like a C.
Tello.
Yeah,
I got you.
my L's are a little weirdo.
Well, there you go. Tello. We got it. For the Riverdale Warriors of Barry Messer, 6-5 on the year. Bryce Messer will bat first and play second. Batting in the 2-hole will be Gunnar Waldrop, the catcher. It's Liam Goodhart pitching and batting third. Noah George will bat fourth and play short. It's Jay Insani in the left field and batting fifth. Batting sixth, Davis Wilson, the third baseman. Batting seventh, Jesus Gonzalez, the right fielder. Batting eighth will be James Jones, the designated hitter. And batting ninth, Carter Throat. Is that right? Terrio. Okay, so say it like that. Terrio? Huh? Terrio. Yeah, he's from Louisiana. That's why it sounds Frenchish. Anyway, he's going to play center field and bat ninth. They're DHing for Jackson Ridgway, the first baseman. And we'll take our break here real quick and come back. First pitch is coming up next on WGNS Radio and Big G TV.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today is brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. At game time here, we have got a very windy day, but still a few peaks of sunshine. But you can see the clouds building to the west at 73 degrees right now. And dew points only 56, so I think we're in good shape there in terms of severe things coming in later on. But the wind right now is at 24 miles an hour sustained, and some gust up to 30 to 35. So it's going to be a very windy afternoon. And, John, you know, the rain and weather always seem to affect baseball and softball and spring sports, and it's going to at least be very windy here this afternoon.
Well, it is, and, of course, these players are kind of used to that this time of year in March. It's always kind of windy. Aiden Jackson's going to lead off here for Stewarts Creek, 5-7 on the year. And the right-hander on the mound is Goodhart for Riverdale. And I'm going to tell you, when you look at these records, you go, well, they're maybe struggling a little bit. Well, they play really high competition too, particularly in the preseason. So I think that's a big difference, and you really kind of throw the records away here.
This game is part of the Wilson County Invitational, and for instance, Stewarts Creek played Vero Beach, Florida yesterday at home and fell to them 6-1. So, you play this to be sure you're ready for the district.
Liam Goodhart on the mound, and Aiden Jackson stepping in, a right-handed hitter for Stewarts Creek. And I'm trying to – you really can't see a flag here, but
it's blowing out.
Us.
Yeah. I checked just a second ago, and David confirmed it's blowing out.
Here's the pitch, swung on a high pop in foul territory, and the catch is made by Ridgway for out number 1. 1 out here in the top of the first. And that brings up Chase Fernandez, the designated hitter. Now, he's usually a third baseman, but he's DHing today in this game.
And his mother is Coach Fernandez of the softball team, who was state runner-up last year. I just saw her walk in. She must not have a game today.
Goodhart looks in. Now he ready, kicks and fires. And the pitch, strike called on the inside corner, 0-1. It's 320 down the left field line, 330 down the right field line. And the pitch outside. 360 dead away center field here at Riverdale. Got a chance to look at their new facility that they built, added on, swung on, foul back. It is absolutely going to be stunning, beautiful. I think a new auditorium is going to be a part of that package. And they fixed up the front, and it's looking a lot better. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up again. This one in pretty deep center field, and over making the catch is Terrio for out number 2. So 2 out quickly here for Goodhart, and that's going to bring up Tyler Husky, the center fielder for the Red Hawks. Another right-handed batter.
Good job, Liam. Let's go. The center fielder, number 3, Tyler Husky.
Trying to make an adjustment on our outdoor mic. I just think Brian just should stay out there and hold it. Probably be the best thing. Goodhart with the wind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Take a little something off. No balls, 1 strike. That pitch at 75 miles per hour. No score, top half of the first. The 0-1. That just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Swung on, line drive, left field, base hit. Coming around and picking it up is Insani. He'll hold the runner to a single. So it's the first hit of the game. So a pop up to first.
Third baseman, number 9.
And
Sean
a fly ball to center field for 2 outs, and then the base hit to left.
John, it does at least look like the ball is flying off the bat.
That was a good stroke there. Here's the pitch, runner not going, takes it inside. 1 ball, no strikes. That's Sean Rhodes, the third baseman. Chase Fernandez over at first. Huskies over at first. The center fielder, good speed. The pitch swung on, fouled, out of play. Well, the field mic first sounded like somebody burping. Now it sounds like somebody is
it's blowing in it.
Yeah,
in the wind.
Well, that's a more unique sound. I mean, that's more like it. It is windy. The pitch. There's a shot through the hole, left side, and 2 out. There's 2 hits. So Rhodes singles to left, and runners at first and second with 2 away. Brings up Hudson Smits, first baseman.
That third out is always elusive.
Let's go, Liam.
So Goodhart, you can see his shirt flapping if you want to know how windy it is. Or I think it's just going to get worse as the night goes on.
Or just step out your front door.
I thought it blew you away. Oh, no, that's not possible. I wanted just to hold the field mic. Pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. David Limbaugh here with us, and the press box a little quiet today. Just David's here. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, 2 on here in the top half of the first. Goodhart checks the runners and the pitch to the plate.
Trying to make one more adjustment.
That pitch is a little high. Two balls and a strike. Smith steps back in there. And the pitch. That one's low. He's falling behind here now, 3-1. So Smith should get a pretty good pitch to look at here. Here's the stretch, the pitch. Inside, he walked him. Bases are loaded. So all of a sudden, it's gotten really dicey here. Bases loaded with 2 out.
Base number 1, Devon Connor.
And here's Devin Connor, the second baseman for the Red Hawks. Bases are full of Red Hawks right now. Left-handed hitter, Connor. Goodhart pitches. Goes to the full windup, and it's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. It's going to take a 2-out hit here. And the 1-0. Swung on, had a good cut, found it back out of play. And the count even at a ball and a strike. 2 out, bases juiced. Goodhart walked Smits. Here's the pitch. Outside. Kind of lost control a little bit here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners get their lead. That's Husky at third, Rhodes at second, Smits at first.
He was cruising. Go ahead. I was just going to say he was cruising along through the first 2, and now trouble.
The 2-1. Another good cut, but fouls it back out of play. Just missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, if he can get this guy, all will be forgiven for Riverdale. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just missed. Count is full. And that makes it crazy because the runners will be going if Connor can make contact.
No place for him to go either, so.
Goodhart with the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the inning is over. Talk about a big strikeout. It comes in the first inning here with the bases loaded. No runs. There were 2 hits. There was a walk and 3 Red Hawks left. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here from Riverdale High School.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, talking with Anne Marie Brents.
When people walk in and they're like, tell me what's good, I usually tell them the loaded baked potato, which is a fully loaded potato with the butter, sour cream, cheese, bacon, and chives, and then we put meat on top of it.
At Rick's, they use the largest potatoes you can find.
Every Tuesday, we run a special on the loaded potatoes. We call it Tater Tuesday, and we sell a lot of potatoes.
Barbecue, smoked chicken, ribs, they've got it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive, and online at ricksbbq.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game on WGNS and Big G TV brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, along with Prentice Alsop Heating and Air.
Cloudy skies have won over the sun. We had a little bit of sun when we started, but now it's pretty much cloudy. And Jeff Moran is on the mound for the Red Hawks. And he'll face Bryce Messer, Gunnar Waldrop, and Liam Goodhart, the first 3 batters here for Riverdale. The Kendrick brothers down there for Riverdale, along with head coach Barry Messer. And you can tell them apart now, can't you?
Depends on the haircut.
I think Danny's going to third, I believe. Wayne is at first, I think.
So you can't tell them apart either.
Well, no, but their backs are turned to me.
Oh, I see.
But I believe Danny's down at third.
They just had a birthday recently, I think, right?
They're wearing helmets now, so yeah, they're wearing helmets. So how do you tell, really? Here's Bryce Messer.
Got Coach Kendrick at first and Coach Kendrick at third.
Makes it easy, doesn't it? Moran, the wind in the pitch. Ball goes all the way to the screen. 1 ball, no strikes. Smits is playing first for the Red Hawks. Connor at second. Jackson at short. Rhodes at third. It's Tello, Husky, and Brown in the outfield. Blanton is catching. And the pitch. Line drive almost took his head off right into center field for a leadoff single. So a good start here for the Warriors. Leadoff single by Messer.
Somebody that you would not recognize, and that is Bryce. He's talking to his mom down there, and she was looking at they've got a team picture with the seniors on there, and I said, I know one of those is yours. Which one? And she pointed to him. He's cut his hair, like almost a buzz cut. He had shoulder-length hair at one time.
He probably admires you and decided to buzz cut his head. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
I know Mom and Dad are big fans, is what I heard.
Moran looks in to Blanton for the sign. Throw over and Messer back.
John, this Friday, Riverdale High School does this every year. Participate in the St. Baldrick's event, which raises money for St. Baldrick's, and finally going to get the first haircut of the year, or in a year, for David Limbaugh.
Thank goodness. We've been waiting to hear that news. I'm a little bit stunned. Murph is here, and it looks like he may have some kind of responsibility. I hope not.
Oh, no, he's just got a ringside seat.
Oh, okay. They didn't give him anything to, push or anything.
But go to RiverdaleWarriors.com, click on activities, and you'll find St. Baldrick's, and they've got a QR code there that you can go right to the page to make a donation. It's for a worthy cause, and yes, David Limbaugh's haircut.
2 balls and a strike, the count and the pitch. Outside, 3-1.
Looks like Murph could use one too, but I.
Oh, wow. He got one yesterday, and you're already – dude, I don't know if you need to be criticizing anybody about their hair. Here's the pitch. Throw over, runner back.
Well, I just don't have any.
3 balls and a strike. It looks good, though.
I could brush my hair, the one.
You could shave your beard.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, no.
That's the only thing that grows.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen you without one. You know how you can tell, throw over, you know how you can tell when a guy doesn't need to grow a beard? When nobody can tell whether he had one in the first place. That happens to me all the time. 3-1, runner going. Throw down, and no, it won't be thrown down because he walked him. So a really good start here. There's 2 on and nobody out. And here's Liam Goodhart, who has a chance to help his own cause if he can drive one somewhere. He's a right-handed hitter. Hits like he throws, right-handed. Jackson backs up a little bit in the hole at short. Pitches a strike called right at the letters.
Sent you a video that had pictures of us in that one. I was just thinking about that's when I was clean-shaven when I was, 19, whatever age I was. That was nuts.
Yeah, I probably was 32, something. Pitches outside. I want to make that a strike. 0-2 the count. So he's gotten ahead of Goodhart. You talked about that picture. I got torn up.
It was
frightening. It was pretty frightening.
It was, wasn't it?
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grilled to short. Going to be on the second one, on the first. 2, it's a double play. And, Brian, I don't know what it is about the weather or something going on this year. We've seen more double plays than any time that we've ever broadcast games.
Well, how many did we see at Siegel
3,
last week?
I believe.
Yeah. I think they had 3 themselves, and didn't the Cleveland have 1? Something like that.
Right. So that's a 6-4-3 put out and a big double play for Moran. Here's George, the shortstop. He hit that ball well. Swung on, foul back, but hit it right to Jackson.
I think just about everybody has gotten the pipe on the ball up and down the lineup today. Even those who had walks had some foul offs.
0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count even at make that 0-2, excuse me. So Moran with a chance to get out of this thing here in the first. He's got a runner at third, 2 out though. 0-2 pitch. Low. Nothing like a good double play to get you out of an inning, get you momentum.
Boy, you cannot imagine how much relief that gives Moran, I would think. Takes a little pressure off.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Oh, a breaking pitch that I don't know where that was. It looked really good. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. George would be followed by Insani if he can reach. Crowding the plate a little bit. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a chopper foul down the third base line. And Danny could have had that one. Oh, maybe that is Wayne.
See?
I don't know. Well, they both have cut their hair so similarly now. It's hard to tell.
One of them needs to grow a beard or something.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Low, and its count is full, 3-2. I can tell you where you can really tell the wind. Look at the umpire, the field umpire.
Yeah. His baggy pants just rustling out there.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Lined foul down the left field line. That was close.
Boy, that one is still rolling, John. About 6 feet from the fence, maybe. Maybe a little more.
2 out, a runner at third. No score here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Fly ball, left field, pretty well hit. Under it is Tillo. He makes the catch for out number 3. Well, Riverdale had an opportunity and didn't capitalize. No runs. There was 1 hit, a walk, and a double play erased 2 of the runners, and there was 1 left. We played 1, no score between Riverdale and Stewarts Creek here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. You ever try to putt in wind like this? I went golfing this morning. My little baggy pants were flapping. It's really hard to putt when it's like that. I did make a par putt, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was impressive. I strutted around.
Look who's bragging now.
Yeah, kind of like Tom Hoover when he, gets a par. He struts around, birdie.
Well, that never happens then, does it?
No. Hunter Blanton, Aiden Brown, and Gadiel Tello will lead off here in the top half of the second. And a strike called from Goodhart, 0-1.
Both pitchers, John, had almost similar fates in the first. So we'll see if maybe they settle in here now.
The pitch swung on, had a good cut, fouled it back. But he's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, both of them had a little challenge in that first inning.
It was kind of opposite with the outs, It was 2 quick outs for a Goodhart and then some trouble.
Pitch is outside, trying to get him to chase one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, these are the most comfortable chairs I think I've ever been in.
I need to find out where you get these. And
swing and a miss, struck him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Goodhart. I will say this: you could very easily fall asleep in these chairs. I mean, you just lean back.
Oh well, we only use chairs that.
Right fielder, number 12, Aiden Brown.
I mean, I can understand, Kevin Woodson getting a chair like that. PA announcer, but Murph getting a chair, I don't know. We're going to let you have it all day, Murph. Yeah, be ready. Here's the wind and the pitch. Took it. It's high. 1 ball, no strikes.
We can only have chairs that are from the Guantanamo liquidation outlet at the station.
Pitch. There's a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike. 1 out here in the top half of the second. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
I can rock in it and everything. I've got to get me one.
You'll probably have one by tomorrow. The pitch, high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If it's too comfortable, though, the producers can't be too comfortable.
Why can't we just get
studio.
3 for everybody in the studio?
Oh, well, that costs money.
But you can get 1. Okay. Well, that makes sense. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Nobody on. Strike 3 called. That's a 3rd consecutive strikeout, but 2 here in this inning. And there's 2 away. Brings up Gadiel Tillo, the left fielder.
Left fielder, 15, Goodell Tillo.
Or Goodell, whichever way you want to put it. And the pitch. Ooh, wow, that was close. Must have missed the inside corner. I also know it's allergy season. The wind does not help allergies.
Oh, gosh, no.
The 1-0. Swung on, foul back out of play.
Although I have not seen my car with a yellow hue just yet.
Well, funny you mentioned that. My granddaughter turned 16 in a month, and her car's been sitting there in the driveway. We drive it occasionally. There's a swing and a miss. But it is very apparent that they've got some dusty stuff on top of her car.
Oh, is that right?
1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He struck out the side. Strikeout number 4 for Goodhart. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Riverdale and Stewarts Creek.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Wow, you're going to get us kicked out of here. State
Farm It's just Murph. He and I go back a long way.
I know, but he brought a stick with him. He could throw it. State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. That's Andy Womack, 890-0850.
Jay Insani's going to lead it off here for Riverdale in the bottom of the second. What I love about baseball is so much more relaxed. Unless it's a big inning going on.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
You can cut up with your friends and
get us kicked out of the press box.
We're not going to get kicked out. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. To Insani. He'll be followed by Wilson, then Gonzalez.
You know that you're important, though, John. I didn't hear what David said about this, but at RiverdaleWarriors.com, you go to activities,
ball,
and the first link is David Limbaugh's St. Baldrick's QR code.
Oh, okay.
His personal
so that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes. We go 3 or 4 weeks and we don't even recognize who he is. Is the beard going too?
Yep.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 balls and a strike.
If you see David coming out of the woods and he has dark colored clothing, you might think it was Bigfoot.
Now, who's being ugly now? You're going to get us kicked out of the press box. 2 balls, 1 strike. Insani steps back in. The pitch popped up. Back out of play. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See what I mean?
Well, I have to admit, first glance, 2-2 the count. The stretch, the pitch. Ooh, he ducked on that one, but count is a little bit high. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I've got a song for him, the perfect song to play when he's getting his hair cut. Woolly Bully.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Boy, he looks really skinny in that picture, doesn't he? Is he eating okay?
I think.
The pitch has popped up again. Good battle going on here between Insani and Moran. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Insani, Wilson, and Gonzalez. And Jesus Gonzalez, according to David Limbaugh, is red hot with the bat right now.
3 homers in 3 games, I think.
And strike 3 called. Just caught the outside corner. Caught him looking for the first strikeout for Moran. That brings up Davis Wilson, the third baseman.
John, 14 runs for him this season, 11 hits, 2 walks and a homer.
Pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. A left-handed hitter. I was telling what you were working with the microphone about how beautiful that the remodeling and the addition is going here.
Oh, yeah. You can really see what it's going to look like
I mean,
now.
it's impressive, isn't it? I mean, 2 balls, no strikes. I'm not sure when the getting in date is supposed to be. I think it's sometime next year, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Pitch is inside.
So it was supposed to be, start a school 25-26 season or year, but I think it's going to be more like maybe by fall break or before.
I got you. Pitch is a strike called as Wilson was taken all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the second.
Now, understand that they started Riverdale, Oakland, and Smyrna at the same time, and Smyrna's been in theirs for months now.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. May have tipped it a little bit. Nonetheless, the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
They've started on the Laverne edition, too, and it's going to be 3 stories, and it's right, I confirmed, right where I told you, right there on the left.
Swung on, foul back. I have a lot of memories back there on the left at basketball games down that way.
Yep.
I asked you that because I didn't know where they were going to have where they were going to put it. I mean,
well, that's where they're going to put it.
They're a little bit landlocked, a little bit,
and I don't know where they're going to put parking because that's going to take some parking out of there.
3-2 pitch, Moran with another full count and the pitch high. He walked it. Didn't survive Wilson, and it's second walk of the game for Moran. 1 out. Here's Gonzalez. 3 homers in 3 games? Is that what David said a while ago?
That's what he said.
Jesus is the right fielder. It's a right-handed hitter. And you old-timers remember Jesus Alou, along with Felipe Alou and Matty Alou, the Alou brothers that played in the 60s. Only 3 brothers ever played, I think, in the same game. They all played the outfield.
3, didn't
they? 1 time, I think. Here's the pitch, outside. Well, Riverdale did a good job of marking where to go for baseball. And
yeah, you have to come in here a little different way. I remember that from last year.
Swung on, lined into center field, a base hit. So trouble for Moran here in the second. Runners at first and second, and 1 out.
It's the second hit in the game for the Warriors.
And that brings up James Jones. He is a hot batter, Jesus Gonzalez. He's standing there at first with a single. James Jones is the designated hitter, right-handed hitter.
He's got 11 hits in 30 at-bats, Gonzalez. So that's a pretty good mark there.
Moran checks the runners, the pitch. Strike call. Boy, that took a little something off, and it went right across the middle. 0-1 the count.
Jones has 4 runs. 2 of them are doubles. Double would be big right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, some slow stuff, and Jones is way out in front of it.
Well, that's bailed Moran out a little bit here. I know he's got some trouble now, but when he goes to it, it seems to fool the Riverdale batters.
0-2. Wayne or Danny, Kendrick goes and has a few words with him. Moran looks into the sign from Blanton. Checks the runners and about ready to deliver to the plate. Here it is. Runner goes down from second. Throw's going to be high, and we've got double steal. So Gonzalez is at second. So good move there by Coach Messer. Puts a little more pressure on Moran as he pitches 0-2 to James Jones. That ball almost went into left field. That was a great stop there by Rhodes to keep that from happening. Here's Moran in big trouble. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There it is again, Brian. Same pitch. And the batter. 0-1 the count.
It's been very effective.
This is Carter Terrio. Excuse me. Pitch, swing and a miss. So I think Jones was retired. That's what happened, I believe.
Yeah, there were 2 out.
Yeah, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Moran. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side again with the help of some good defense by Rhodes down at third. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 Warriors left. We've completed 2. We're still scoreless here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're back here on WGNS and Big G TV, and this half inning brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, along with Middle Tennessee Christian School. Don't forget, Ideas Tees moving. They're moving to East MTCS Road. That's right across from MTCS. If you know where the billiards place used to be, they're going to take those 2 and one on the end as well. So looking forward to that.
Top of the third we go, and the swung on and missed is Aiden Jackson, who popped up his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Pitcher batter going on. We've had base runners, but no scores.
Even at 2 hits apiece now, too.
Goodhart looks in and winds and pitches. There's a grounder up the middle, picked up by the shortstop. George throws him out. That was a nice play.
David,
6-3 on the put out.
David was telling us, too, about George and how he's just a sophomore, and he's been putting on a show out there at short.
And that cuts out the string of strikeouts for Goodhart, but he'll take the out for sure. Here's Fernandez. He's singled or flied to center his first time up. We're scoreless. Stewarts Creek batting here. And the pitch to him. Low a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Sun trying to stay with us, isn't it?
It's trying, but I think the Clouds are going to win out here eventually.
Goodhart with the pitch. That one's low, 3-0. Pitching carefully to Fernandez. DHing tonight. He's usually a third baseman. The pitch. Not wasting any time. There's a strike called, 3-1. And Goodhart kicks and fires. Swung on into center field. Pretty well hit. Did the wind get it? The wind did. It's out of here. Terrio drifted back, but all he could do was look. It's a solo homer for Hernandez, and Stewarts Creek on the scoreboard. Gave him a fat one, didn't he?
Sure did.
So our first score of the game on a Chase Fernandez home run. And here's Tyler Husky, who singled his last time up. Husky singled back in the first. Goodhart with the wind and the pitch. Tried to hold up, couldn't, and it's a strike, 0-1. If you can get one up in the stratosphere up there, it's going to carry it. He hit it well, swinging the foul back out of play. And it's 0-2. You just knew that was trouble when it went off the bat.
Oh, you could hear it, couldn't you?
That was the deepest part of the park at 360. Carried it easily. There's a strike. And that's a strikeout. So 5th strikeout, 2 out in the inning. And here's Sean Rhodes, who singled his last time up.
John, venture a guess, your best guess, since 2014, how much David Limbaugh has raised for St. Baldrick's.
Oh, gosh, I have no idea. Swung on, fouled out of play, maybe. Giving it chase. No, he's going to have room and makes the catch. In foul territory is Ridgeway, and the inning is over, but not before. A Chase Fernandez home run puts Stewarts Creek on top, 1-0 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, this is Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard office. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Ron's offices, they're in Brentwood, but he's a Rutherford County guy through and through. Great fella, too. You'll love talking to him. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. And don't forget, check WGNSSports.com. Latest prep and MTSU sports news schedules. You've got your scoreboard there. You can get to the podcast. That's WGNSSports.com.
Bryce Smiths are going to lead off the bottom half of the third for Riverdale. It's 1-0 Stewarts Creek on a Chase Fernandez solo homer, dead center field. And the pitch from Moran. Misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Okay, I'm supposed to guess how much.
Just guess how much he raised last year.
Just last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. $1,600.
The number that I have is the school has raised.
Swung on, drilled into left center field, but a nice running catch out there by Husky, and that's out number 1. Messer hit it well, but it's a fly out to center. It brings up Gunnar Waldrop, walked his first time up.
Riverdale, since 2014, has raised $292,343.
Wow.
For St. Baldrick's.
How would I have guessed that? There's no way. How many years has that been going on?
Since 2014.
Swung on, chopped to third. Up with it is Rhodes. Has to make the long throw, but gets him in plenty of time for out number 2. So 2 outs easily here for Moran in the third.
Sun's peeking out here quite a bit.
I told you it was going to win so far. You start doing the play-by-play, it'll start to get cloudy and maybe rain, and we'll have a rain delay. And
let's not wish that on anybody.
Here's the wind by Moran. Swung on, fly ball, right field. Pretty well hit, right center. Carrying. It's off the wall. That ball the wind just kept carrying it out. And he's going to wind up with a sliding triple.
John, I think that was almost in the glove of Husky out there.
Yes.
And just couldn't come up with it. It was tailing around, whipping around in the air.
It didn't miss much by going out of here.
No.
And here's Noah George with a chance to drive in a tying run here. He's flied out to left his first time up.
John, we're going to have Elliot Getz running at third.
2 away, however. Moran, if he can get George, he'll get out of this inning. Well, the first 2 outs were easy, but not the third one. Swung on, shot third. Nice play. Rose to his left, throws to first in time for the out.
Well, the first triple of the year for them. And
Riverdale threatens. No runs, 1 hit, that triple, and 1 left. We've played 2.5. Going to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0, Stewarts Creek over Riverdale.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast. You can find those at WGNSSports.com or wherever you catch audio on all the major podcast platforms out there. And, of course, you can watch it on Big G TV, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Sir Pizza, they're on East Main, on South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. And I could go for the big royal feast right about now.
Go to the top of the fourth, and the first pitch is a ball inside.
John, I saw where they had 8th grade night here.
Pitch is outside.
Or I guess that's really for incoming freshmen.
Look on your.
Put it that way.
Who's batting here? I don't have an 18 here. Here's a high chopper to short. Throw to first. George gets him by a half a step for out number 1.
That's Hudson.
Okay.
Schmitz.
Well, yeah, I guess it would help if I change sheets. There we go.
Second base on 1, Devon Connor.
Hudson Smith grounds to short. And here's the left-handed hitter, Devin Connor. Struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Got a pitcher's battle going on, 1-0. Stewarts Creek, that's inside, almost hit him. 1 ball, no strikes.
You can hear the wind in that microphone. Not just that, but.
There's a chopper to first. Ridgway runs to the bag and retires him for out number 2. 3 unassisted. And that brings up Hunter Blanton. Struck out his first time up.
Catcher number 6, Hunter Blanton.
Goodhart has 5 strikeouts.
Wow, the first thing you click on RiverdaleWarriors.com, it says Inside Athletics. We're the first little tab there for the podcast.
Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. If you were just tuning in, you were expecting to hear all sports talk. They'll be back tomorrow. We're talking sports.
We're actually at a sport.
Well, so I guess that counts. 2 balls, no strikes. Goodhart wasting no time. The 2-0 pitch. There's a strike, 2-1.
As a matter of fact, Middle Tennessee Baseball on Radio begins this Friday as the Blue Raiders travel to Dallas Baptist.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on here in the top half of the 4th.
Dallas Baptist came into the league 2 years ago, and I think they've been untouchable just about it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 6 for Goodhart. He's having quite a game in that category. No runs, no hits. It was 3 up, 3 down for the Redhawks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still, Stewarts Creek 1, Riverdale nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. His office is in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. He is a proud Oakland alumni, though. State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683.
John Dinkins, Brian Barrett with you here. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Riverdale coming up, and they're going to send up Insani, Wilson, and Gonzalez to face Jeff Moran. It has him a pretty good game going. He has given up 3 hits, but where it counts, no runs.
John, David Limbaugh was telling me, too, that Riverdale flag football inaugural season starts tomorrow.
Are you going to cover that game?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Got the Lady Raiders tomorrow.
Just heard some rumors that you were going to do it.
I'll go if you'll go.
No, I think you and Murph are going to do it.
Oh.
Do the game. Moran with the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And Sandy, a right-handed batter. Oh, we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll pick a game up. I got to get a rule book.
Yeah, it's very different. I think they're only an hour long, but they play 2. So that's like 4 rosters to get. Sounds like a lot of work.
Okay. Swing and a miss. Hey, man, I'm out.
That was quick.
No, we might do a game. You get the rosters. They'll send them to you.
Yeah. Thank you,
No
sir.
balls, 2 strikes, swung on, fouled.
Whoa, very warm hot dog there. Piping hot right off the grill.
It's a 1-2 count here to Jay Insani. Struck out his first time up. 1-2 pitch. That just missed. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thank Murph for getting us a hot dog since obviously you weren't going to go, Brian. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out. Bottom of the 4th.
I always wait to see if somebody else will pay.
Ball's inside. Now the count full. Moran looks into the sign from Blanton. And he walked him. Lead-off walk for the Warriors. That's the 3rd walk given up by Moran. And that brings up Davis Wilson, who walked his first time up, stole a base. That was a big inning Riverdale would like to have had back. Throw over, the runner back. Wilson's a left-handed hitter. Moran worried about Insani over there. He throws over to first. He's back. 1-0, Stewarts Creek. Bottom half of the 4th. Brown will be taking over, I guess. He's not eating a hot dog. In the next inning. Moran, throw over. That was a little closer, but still didn't get him. 1-3-0 for Stewarts Creek, 0-3-0 for Riverdale. The difference in the game is the one went out to center field, the other one was a triple. Moran with the pitch. Breaking pitch sails high. Got away for a second, and Sonny did not go. I don't think you want to do that with no outs. Now Davis steps out on Moran. He's in. Throw over. Well, and Sonny's not going to have any breath left after he dives over to first 4 or 5 times. Maybe that's what the plan is. 1-0 to Wilson. The pitch. Hits a fly ball, and it's going to be trouble if it's fair, and it is. All the way to the wall. And going to third is going to be Insani, and Riverdale's got something going here with a walk and a double. He was playing over towards center, Brian. I don't think he had a shot.
No, he had to cover so much range out there, John. There was no way he was going to be able to get to it.
Tying runs and the go-ahead run are in scoring position for Jesus Gonzalez, who is one of the hot hitters on this Riverdale team. Singled and stole a base his last time up. So, as you would say, ducks are on the pond. See if Riverdale can bring them home. Moran in major trouble right now. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. He does have first base open, so he may decide to pitch carefully to Gonzalez. Take his chances with Jones. Wind really whipping right now. Gust of 40 miles an hour, I think.
Yep.
The pitch. That breaking pitch must have been high. And it's 2-0. Stewarts Creek didn't agree with that call. Trying to not give him anything too juicy to hit. 2-0 pitch. Went after it and fouls it down to the Riverdale dugout, out of play.
Winds are sustained at 22 right now, gust of 39.
2 balls and a strike. Moran in all kinds of trouble here. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Insani at third, Wilson at second. The 2-1 to Gonzalez. Grounder up the middle and through for a base hit. That's going to score 2. Here comes Insani, and here comes Wilson, and it's 2 RBIs and a single for Gonzalez. Well, the big bats keep coming for Riverdale. And what started this inning off, Brian?
A walk.
A walk. 2 runs are in, and Riverdale's taking the lead. 2 hits and a walk, and here it's not over yet. Nobody out still, runner at first. And here's James Jones. And the pitch, he's bunting, squares, takes it for a strike, reached and missed it. 0-1 the count. Two runs in. Now Riverdale with 5 hits in the game. And the stretch and the pitch. Hit him in the helmet. It was a breaking pitch, it didn't break. So we've seen everything now. And Gonzalez goes to second. And James Jones goes to first. And here's Carter Terrio, the center fielder for Riverdale. And now a little talk on the mound, which gives us an opportunity about somebody that's moving. They are moving.
That's right. This is the big move week this week, I believe. By Monday, they are expected to be in their new home, Ideas Tees, from 910 Richley Road, after 20 years or so, to 111 East MTCS Road. That's right across from MTCS. Their work's still going on there now, so you can get officially licensed Blue Raider merchandise, Raider Tees. Ideas Tees operates out of there. They can put your logo on just about anything. So I talked to John the other day, and if I remember correctly, Raider Tees is going to be on those 2 end suites, and on the far end is where Ideas Tees will be. So they're looking forward to
they're
the
not
move.
stopping while they move.
No.
This is great news. Here's Terrio, who struck out back in the second. Runner first and second. And the throw to second is late. Crowd getting a little restless out there. 2-1 Riverdale. In the bottom of the fourth, they've struck for 2 here. And the pitch. Trying to bunt. He missed it, and it's a strike.
Ooh.
And they throw down to second and almost clip Gonzalez down there.
That was a really good throw from Blanton.
Kind of taking a little too many steps off second.
Coach Mitchell went out to talk to Moran just a second ago. So
the pitch missed again, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. We'll see if he's still bunting. Terrio, the center fielder for the Warriors. I played a little outfield, a little softball outfield. It's a terrible feeling when that ball goes over your head. He gets it down, he bunts it foul, and that's going to retire him, give him a strikeout from Moran. That's strikeout number 4. And brings up the top of the order, and Bryce Messer. Singled in the first, flied to center, hit it hard in the 3rd inning. He'd love to get this run in. Moran from the stretch, checks that runner, Gonzalez, the pitch. Strike called inside corner at the knees, 0-1. And now Moran steps off. The stretch, the pitch. Swung on, chopped foul down the first base line. Oh, nice catch by Danny or Wayne. I believe that's Danny. He can still play shortstop. He's still got good hands.
So you're saying Wayne can't?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen Wayne play. I have seen Danny play. I'd say they live baseball, lived and breathed it. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryce Messer, the batter, 1 for 2 today. Getting some encouragement from Dad over there. Moran from the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Reestead, he's had to protect the plate, and he did. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. I just keep looking at the umpire's pants. Wind is not as rough as it was.
That's true. It's like a flag.
The 1-2 pitch. Well, I can't tell if it's going north or west, but anyway, north or south. Pitch is outside. Good take there by Bryce. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I think south is just kind of right behind us here, so it's probably going barreling in from that direction.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Just missed.
Man, he's been close on a lot.
Yep, 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out in the inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another bad one to load them up. The pitch, runners are going. There's a line drive to first. They're going to go to second and try to get the double play, and they do. Nice play by the Stewarts Creek defense, and that ends the inning. They do get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a hit batter and 1 left after the double play erased the other 2, and we played 4. Brian's going to join up and take over the play-by-play with Riverdale leading 2-1 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. We go to the 5th. Here's Brian.
All righty. You're listening to WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Also, maybe watching on Big G TV, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Glad you're here with us today. Sun popping out once again on a very windy afternoon. And Riverdale up here 2-1. Swing and a miss, or swing and a tip into the catcher Waldrop's glove there by Aiden Brown. It's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here for Stewarts Creek. Pitch. Took a little something off of that one and just misses inside. 1-1 the count. 6 strikeouts for Goodhart, and got that one in for a strike on the outside corner. He has been pitching since the 3rd. This one popped up in the infield, and the catcher's mask is off, and Waldrop had to kind of do a little weave over there. They foul territory right side, but he does bring it down for the retirement of Aiden Brown.
Left fielder number 15, Gadale Tello.
My point about Goodhart is that he's been pitching since the 3rd. That's when he gave up that 1 run. Now he's got a 2-1 lead. Fouled into the catcher's mitt again. Here is Gadil Tello, T-E-L-L-O. This pitch on the outer half is in for a strike across. So Goodhart at least has the lead right now. 0-2. Fastball sails low. He has strung together 6 strikeouts, actually struck out the side in the second. Fouled off right side. And you could hear it hit on the Riverdale practice facility here. 1-2 on the way. Popped up right side. Infield in. And it is going to be the first baseman, Ridgway, making the grab. And there are 2 away. So 2 pop-ups to the right side, and Aiden Jackson, the last Stewarts Creek Hope here in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. And it's a strike. Emphatically called by the umpire. 2-man crew here. Pitch on the way. Ooh, right about shoulder high. Swing and a miss. If you've never been to Riverdale's ballpark, it's very unique. 0-2, held it there, and Goodhart off the mound, but it's going to be a walk.
How is it unique? Tell us.
Well, above the dugout, you've got kind of a landing where you can stand and watch the game. Swing and a miss. And the 7th strikeout of the afternoon for Goodhart, and it was an easy 1-2-3, top of the 5th here for the Riverdale Warrior defense. No runs, no hits, no one left on. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Still the same score. Riverdale 2, Stewarts Creek 1, State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big TV, Big G TV is brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana, and Andy Womack.
All right, back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Riverdale. Leading it off will be Gunnar Waldrop. Facing Moran. Fouled back into the screen behind him. Jeff Moran has gone all the way here today, giving up 5 hits. 3 singles, a double, and a triple. Pitch swung on deep, left field. Going back and way back, and it is out of the ballpark. Gunnar Waldrop got a hold of that one. And it is gone.
Well, that was a no-doubter. It didn't matter how much wind was blowing in that one. He smoked that one.
And another run across here.
Big insurance run there.
Makes it 3-1.
Because not only is that a 2-run lead, but we're starting to get late in this game.
Yep. Bottom of the 5th, and it's now 3-1 Warriors. If you were just listening to it, you could tell from the sound that came off the bat. Here's another sharp foul ball down the third base line. It's going to wind up rolling all the way up against the wall out there.
So Riverdale's got a place you can watch TV, watch the game standing, and you were talking about the ballpark.
Forgot about that. Yeah, the little landings above both dugouts, actually. Nice chair back seating everywhere.
They put a lot of work in this place.
Yep. This pitch is outside. They've got some bleachers, I guess midway, right in front of third base and first base too, so plenty of places to watch here. Pitch in the inner half for a strike called. Little curveball in there at 71. The count is 1-2 to Liam Goodhart. I totally forgot that I was describing that. The pitch. Swung on, chopper right at the plate. That may have come back and popped up on Goodhart there. Trying to help his own cause. Coach Brian Howard. Boy, you know, every time I see him, when he walks out there to pick up that foul ball, I see shades of Mike Bartlett. I don't know why. That's kind of a slam on Brian, but pitch, swing, and a miss. Got him to chase one that time, and strikeout number 5 on the afternoon for Jeff Moran.
Shortstop number 3, Noah George.
I'm just kidding. We all love Mike Bartlett.
Yeah.
In his own unique way.
Where's he at now? Rockvale?
Rockvale.
Okay. They probably needed somebody to mow the field.
The batter is Noah George, and he takes a ball on the first pitch. George can read. It's Jay Insani. Gets pretty difficult if you go much deeper here, so I'm sure Moran would like to get out with only that one run as the problem. He's got one out now, and the count's 2-0 after a ball to George. And now the pitch. Swung on, popped up right side, but pretty shallow. And the second baseman Connor under it over there. And that's out number 2. So Insani has struck out and walked and scored a run. He scored the first run, as a matter of fact, in the 4th inning. It was a walk, a double, and a 2 RBI single by Gonzalez that gave Riverdale the 2-1 lead. It's now 3-1 after the Gunnar Waldrop home run. Here's the first pitch to Insani. Just a bit low. Three runs on 6 hits for Riverdale, 1 run, 3 hits for the Creek. This is a sharply hit ball to Jackson, pretty deep in the hole. He's up with it and makes the throw across to Schmitz. And that is going to retire Insani and end the inning. But not before Riverdale gets a run on a big hit. It was a huge solo homer by Gunnar Waldrop. No errors, walks, or hit batsmen, and no one left on base. Let's move along here to the top of the 6th. Your new score, Riverdale 3, Stewarts Creek 1, State Farm Prep Sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
First pitch in to Chase Hernandez is low for a ball from Goodhart, who's out there with a 2-run lead now. The pitch inside, letter high to even it up at 1-1. Fernandez is 1 for 2, but that one was a big one. It's the only score for the Red Hawks. The pitch outside. Well, one thing I like about both of these pitchers today is they don't mosey around.
No, they do not.
2-1, strike on the outside corner.
Especially Goodhart, excuse me.
You were thinking about Candy, weren't you?
Yeah. Hoping you'd grab me something, but you never got up out of that chair.
2, swung on a miss, but the catcher dropped it. They're going to have to throw him out, but
that must mean you just can't get out of that chair. I'm not really sure.
I could.
Center field number 3.
It'd be kind of hard for me to leave now. I know I can't get down there and back in a minute. I'd be out of breath. And
it's 8 strikeouts here for Goodhart, right?
Yep, that's what I've got. He's had a strikeout in every inning, I think. Yes. First pitch was a strike to Tyler Husky. Tyler has singled and has struck out. The pitch, outside corner, just a little low. This pitch must have been low too. 2-1. This is pitch number 79 here for Goodhart. It's on the way, popped up, left side, and Insani is out there and looks it over the fence. Now that was wind aided, but it got out of here for Tyler Husky. It was a high fly ball.
Well, anything in the air tonight's going to be an adventure for sure.
Well, John, I don't remember a game when we've seen this many home runs. Do you?
Maybe not.
Number 9, third baseman.
That's another big one there. And how big is that insurance run just a moment ago? 3-2 your new score. And just one out for Sean Rhodes. And this one sent to center field. Coming in is Terrio, and not far enough. And at first base is that tying run now with Sean Rhodes. And back-to-back hits off of Goodhart now.
I think that the wind kind of bothered Terrio on that play too.
18, Hudson Smith.
5 hits now for Stewarts Creek. 2 hits in a row here after a strikeout. And that brings up Hudson Schmitz. Swing and a miss at a 74-mile-an-hour pitch.
His fastball's about 84, so that was a changeup.
Yep. This one sails low and gets bounces away from Waldrop, so that's going to be a pass ball there to Rhodes. So now they have the tying run in scoring position. Smits stands in, looking at a 1-1 count. And the pitch in for a strike. And I think Schmitz knew it as soon as it crossed the plate, that he might have missed a chance at 1. The 1-2 reached out for that one. They're going to have to throw him out at first, and indeed do so as Waldrop pitches it over there to Ridgway for out number 2. John, we may see our first double-digit strikeout pitcher of the year.
I've just got a really good feeling that's going to happen, Brian.
May indeed do so. To keep the inning alive, it's going to be up to Devin Connor. He struck out and grounded to first, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. The Red Hawks looking to tie it. First pitch swung on, and it's going to be left center field, and it's going to be Terrio who makes the play out there.
Again,
for out number
it's
3.
An adventure.
Boy, didn't know if it was going to be Terrio or Insani. They were both running out there, and luckily good communication, and that ends the inning. So the Red Hawks get 1 run on a big homer. There were 2 hits in the inning, and a strikeout and a flyout ended the inning, so that leaves 1 stranded. Let's move along. Bottom of the 6th, your score 3-2 Riverdale over Stewarts Creek. State Farm Prep Sports.
Big changes coming for Ideas Tees and Raider Tees. After nearly 2 decades at 910 Ridgely Road, they're moving to a brand new location, 111 East MTCS Road across from MTCS. Same great screen printing and embroidery services, same Raider Tees Blue Raider spirit, now with even better visibility from Memorial Boulevard. The move will be complete March 24th, and their work won't stop during this process. Ideas Tees and Raider Tees moving to 111 East MTCS Road.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall, and Las Casas Feed Supply.
New pitcher for the Red Hawks of Stewarts Creek, Easton Young, is warming up out there on the mound. And John says that there may be some action over in the Riverdale bullpen as well. Bottom of the 6th we go. And it is 3-2 Riverdale. And the Warriors sluggers here this afternoon are up. Davis Wilson will lead it off. He doubled and scored a run back in his last at bat. And then Gonzalez is on deck, and he's singled twice and driven in 2 runs. So this is a huge situation for Easton Young to come into here on this Wednesday afternoon. Squared the bunt, pulled it back, and takes the ball outside.
Moran went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter.
This one sails just a bit outside as well. So Young working from the hole here now. Pitch on the way. Another bad one.
Oh, wow.
So it's a 3-0 count.
I agreed with the Stewarts Creek fans on that one.
They weren't too happy, were they? He's going to take one here likely, and it's a ball. As the dugout screams free. First
number 9, Jesus Gonzalez.
Batter faced by Easton Young, and he walks him. And that brings up a guy that's 2 for 2 today, and he's already driven in 2 runs. And that's Mr. Gonzalez here. Throw over. And back there is Davis Wilson. Looks in, gets the sign from Blanton. And the pitch on the way. Showing bunt and bounces foul. John, you know the bad thing about pencils? They make you dirty.
Really?
Yeah. You're not having any trouble, are you?
No.
Looking down at...
You're using a different pen than I am, though, so...
Yeah.
One of those fancy ones.
I don't know how fancy it is, but a 2.0 lead. I thought that was fancy.
Probably get you a little dirtier.
Another throw over, and it's going to get away from Schmitz, but he's not going to take off. Coach Kendrick saying, stay right here, pal.
Well, Wilson had to dive back in, and by the time he got up, the first baseman, Smits, was already almost to the ball.
And Connor was over to cover the bag. Shows bunt again, pops this one up, and it's going to be a foul ball back here. Blanton really couldn't see it. Didn't throw the mask off.
I'm glad you still see bunting in high school. You sure don't see it in the major leagues.
Do they even believe in it?
I don't think they even think about it anymore.
It's a tool in the toolbox, but everybody in the major leagues just wants to hit bombs out of the stadium, it seems. 0-2 is the count. Pops this one high into shallow center field, and Husky comes in to make the grab out there to retire Gonzalez for the first time today. James Jones, your batter. He's the DH. He struck out and was hit by a batter today. So an 0-for-1 outing. Riverdale clinging now to a 1-run lead. This pitch hits the outer half at 81. It's beginning to clouds overtake here. No more sunshine at Riverdale. 1-0. Swung on a chopper and a hot shot past Rhodes at third. It's going to dribble into the outfield. So a 1-out single. And the Warriors have 2 on here with just 1 out.
Hit that well. It came up to Rhodes so quickly. I don't even think he had a chance. We'll give him a hit there.
Yeah, I mean, it was, when it made the bounce into the outfield, it was right there in line with the third base bag. Got a pinch hitter here, too, for Terrio. And that is going to be Thatcher McGill. So McGill has a very colorful bat. Red, white, and blue. Well, red and what looks like beige. Makes it look like a wooden bat a little bit. Check of the
started
runners.
out as white.
Well, maybe so. Pitch misses on the outer half, and so far Easton Young has had to pitch from behind.
That's never good.
Runners at first and second for McGill. Swing at a changeup.
Well, he was expecting something a lot faster than 69 miles per hour.
Sure was. Easton Young in relief of Jeff Moran, who went 5 innings. Swung on, pretty well hit into left center, and coming in is the left fielder Tello with a diving catch. Now that was sweet.
He gets a blue star on that one. Had to dive for it to his left, and that was a huge out. If that drops, you're going to have at least a run in.
Yeah, because they've got a runner in scoring position there. Husky did make an effort, so he would have been close by, but at least one would have come across. Takes a strike, and that's Bryce Messer. Big bat here to have up for the Warriors. Singled, fly out to left field, and hit into a double play today. Takes this one inside for a ball, 1-0, or 1-1 rather. Wilson is at second, Jones at first. The pitch. Missed this one outside. Blanton getting some encouragement from the dugout as he gets the sign out. 2-1. And that was a very nice change in there. That one kind of froze Bryce up a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Deuce is wild here. The pitch held off, and it is a ball high. So the drama continues with the full count here. Young has already walked the first batter here today. And the pitch. And it's going to be a walk of Bryce Messer. And that loads up the bases. Wilson goes to third. Jones to second. Second walk of the inning here for Young. Still just 1 out to get, but this is the guy to get it. If you're Stewarts Creek, you've got to retire Waldrop. First pitch sails low.
Well, you don't want to give him some meat because he just hit a home run his last time up.
Brian Howard coming out of the Stewarts Creek dugout. And the infield comes in, and I don't know if he's going to make a change here or not with the bases loaded.
We'll tell you that the game tonight is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Get expert orthopedic care right here in Rutherford County with TOA. I'm going there tomorrow. They're going to give me a shot.
Oh, good.
Live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com.
I don't think he's taken him out, but it is definitely a conversation. We do have our first final in tonight, and it's Eagleville beating Cannon County 8-0.
Today's paid attention is 402. Thank you very
So
much.
the Eagleville Eagles are kind of rolling right now. not sure where they played that game.
I think it was Eagleville, but I'm not sure.
I think you're right. That game's not on our scoreboard for some reason. The 1-0 pitch sails outside, and it's 2-0.
Well, Young's got a big problem. You got to throw strikes. You can't throw him something that he can pull.
Swung on, right side. Coming in is Brown. Can he get to it? And he makes a catch out there. Wow.
There were two good catches in that inning.
Sure were. That one swirled around in the air, but give Brown a blue star for the diving catch he made out there in right. Well, let's give you your recap here of the sixth. There were no runs scored here. 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 big Warriors left stranded. Well, we go to the 7th inning, and it's 3-2. Riverdale over Stewarts Creek. State Farm Prep Sports.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and only $3.99. So what are you waiting for? Try them now.
You heard him. We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stop it! Drive like the wind, Debbie. Enjoy delicious new Crazy Puffs on the go for just $3.99. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tune in next time for the countdown to first pitch. You know why?
Why, John?
Well, it's sponsored by the law offices of John Day, and after the game, it's the Prentice Allsop Heating and Air post-game show. I've got great stats for you.
Do you?
Oh, I'm just...
Like right now?
Oh, I mean, I could just throw it out there right now.
Seeing a few little storms pop up around Dixon right now and up toward Clarksville, so...
Better get this game over with. Here we go.
Yep. It's going to be Devin Connor, Hunter Blanton, and Aiden Brown, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Stewarts Creek. And back out there is Mr. Goodhart on the mound. Liam has had a good afternoon, and he wants this game to be over too right here. Taking a strike on the first pitch is Blanton.
He struck out twice already tonight.
Pitch on the way.
If you're a Riverdale fan, you're going to say, well, there's been 4 strikeouts with the 7, 8, 9 hitters and 2 pop-ups. So
1-1 is your count, and a strike on the outer half. Goodhart has just gotten better as he's gone along. Really, his roughest inning was the first. Gave up 2 hits and a walk. Got his first strikeout. This one sails low. Pitch number 90 coming up right here from him, and the count is 2-2 to Blanton. Pitch is popped up and out of play, right behind home plate. Yeah, and the I said 6, 7, and 8. This is 7, 8, and 9 hitters, and they are 0 for today. This one sent into center field, and it is out of here. And just like that, we're tied.
Again, got it up in that wind.
Solo home run for Hunter Blanton. And Blanton has just tied this ball game up. You can hear the excitement there in the Stewarts Creek dugout. And Coach Barry Messer is out, and this may be the day for Liam Goodhart. That's 91 pitches, and it is going to be the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen here. Ideas Tees, they're moving on up. New location, 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Still working during this process, but you can still shop. and get things done over at 910 Ridgely Road. But I think next Monday is the big day, the moving week this week for Ideas Tees. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. We've got a tie game going here in the 7th. After that home run, it's 3-3.
And Nick Curry is out there on the mound. Very interesting delivery. Kind of a three-quarter sidearm slinger, as John called him. And slings that one right across.
Tough on a right-handed hitter. Ball looks like it's always coming in at you.
Micah Rabin is the batter, too. And quickly, 2 strikes. Rabin in the hole here, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Went outside.
I think with the look of the build of Rabin, he's up there for one thing.
Uh-huh. Well, they already have 3 home runs, and they've scored 3 runs. So that tells you something. This pitch high. And the count even at 2 apiece now after Curry was ahead, 0-2. Big Rabin takes the 2-2, and it's going to be fouled at the plate. Coach Bowers down there at third.
You got his name in.
Yep, that's my whole goal. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Swing and a miss. And that is the 10th strikeout of the game, but his first. 1 down for Goodell Tello. Just like hello.
And remember his catch, he doesn't make that catch where that home run wouldn't have mattered.
That is true. Here's the 0-1. Swung on high, chopper over the head of Wilson. So down at first is Goodell Tello. 1 out, runner, and the go-ahead run at first.
Shortstop number 22, Aiden Jackson.
That is their 4th single in the game and their 7th hit. Both teams have identical lines, 3-7 and 0. And it's the top of the order. Aiden Jackson, the batter. Takes one outside. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And big bad Chase Fernandez is on deck. Pitch, swing and a miss. Evens things at 1 apiece here. 1 out, runner at first for Stewarts Creek. They just tied it with Hunter Blanton's blast. Pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, he's throwing some heat. That one's 82. Big deep breath by Curry. as he gets the sign from Waldrop. And the pitch on the way. This one gets away. A wild pitch is going to get Tello down in scoring position now. Well, that definitely makes things even more interesting with the go-ahead run at second base now. 2-2 count to Aiden Jackson. Stewarts Creek has tied Riverdale a couple of times. They led 1-0 after 3.5. This pitch sails low and the count full. Riverdale finally took the lead in the bottom of the fourth and have not looked back. Except now, we're tied at 3-3. A 3-2 pitch to be delivered from Curry right now, and it's inside for a walk. 2 on, 1 out.
Well, he bounced back on that at bat. He was in the hole and got out of it with a walk.
16, Chase Fernandez.
That is only the second walk for the Riverdale pitching staff today. It's been home run, strikeout, single, and a base on balls here for Chase Fernandez. Takes the ball outside. Speaking of an imposing human being, Fernandez had the solo shot in the third. Strike on the outer half. And like I mentioned, every run that Stewarts Creek has gotten has been on a home run today. He's got one of them. He'd love to have 2 of them, I'm sure. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, they've all been solo shots.
Come on, Nick.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, or 2 on, 1 out. Curry with a peek back at second. And the pitch. Swung on, shot right through the gap between first and second. That's going to score 1 run at least. There's the throw in. It's cut off. And sliding in safe is Goodell Tello. And Stewarts Creek has the lead.
Center fielder number 3, Tyler Husky.
4-3. So
that was a great job of hitting. He was kind of protecting the plate, just put his bat out there and poked at it and got it right in the hole.
So runners are at first and third now as Jackson goes to third. And the batter swung on is Tyler Husky, and it's over the third baseman's head. That's going to dribble out into the outfield and another run across. I don't know how you decide it's going to be another
That's a hit.
Yep.
Third baseman 9, Sean Rhodes.
So now 5-3. So back-to-back hits and back-to-back RBI. So runners at first and second now for Sean Rhodes, the cleanup hitter, and he takes a strike. Sean has 2 singles and a flyout. So this top of the order has been pretty productive for Stewarts Creek. He's 2 for 3. Pitch swung on, fly ball, right field. Going back is Gonzalez over there and makes the snag at the warning track. But Fernandez is going to tag up and head to third.
That was almost to the warning track. He just went to the wrong side of the field.
Uh-huh. Well, Stewarts Creek is trying to pile on as much as possible here, and Coach Messer is out of the dugout, and see if he's going to make any change here. If you're a Riverdale fan listening, you don't want to give up any more runs because you've only got the bottom of the 7th to get enough to win this game.
3 runs on 4 hits in this inning. There was a walk in there.
Yeah, it was a home run by Blanton, strikeout of Rabin, then a single, a walk, a single, and a single. And for a team that got their first 3 runs on solo homers. They have singled Riverdale to death here to take a 5-3 lead.
Two more hitters, Brian, and they've batted around.
That's right. 7th batter of the inning, and it's Hunter Schmitz. Shot to third. Up with it is Wilson, makes the throw across to first base to Ridgway, and that is going to end the inning. But the Stewarts Creek Redhawks score 3 runs on 4 hits, including the solo homer by Blanton. No errors. There was 1 walk, and there were 2 left. Well, it's Riverdale's got to go get them here in the bottom of the 7th to win this game. They trail 5-3 to Stewarts Creek. State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're at Rick's Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brentz, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get 2 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking. 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
This afternoon, now tonight's game, brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Bottom of the 7th, last chance for the Warriors. They trail 5-3 to Stewarts Creek.
Well, Easton Young is back out there, and Easton now has a 2-run cushion. It is going to be the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Riverdale: Liam Goodhart, Noah George, and Jay Insani, unless we have any pinch hitting here. And here is the first pitch, and it's low to Goodhart. Goodhart hit into a double play in the first, tripled in the third, and struck out in the 5th. His 4th plate appearance of the game. This one sails low. Easton Young has gotten out of some jams, but he has been behind every batter, I think. Swung on, chopped to third. Great backhand there by Rhodes. Throw across the diamond, and a nice stretch at first by Schmitz for the out.
Good play on both ends, really. That ball could have been almost foul. It went over the bag fair, and Rhodes made a great throw, and the stretch over there by Schmitz saved him a little bit.
Well, there's one away for Noah George. He is 0 for 3 today. Fly out, a ground out, and a pop out. First pitch to him, swung on, got a hold of it pretty good, but Tello's drifting back, drifting way back. It's off the wall or over. It's over the wall. It was him hitting the wall. And trotting the bases here is Noah George, and this is setting a record for us in terms of the number of home runs we've seen. Noah George comes across.
Well, key there, he got behind, threw him a fastball, and George was waiting on it. And again, you get it up in the air today, you got a shot.
That's the 5th home run that we've seen today. Both teams combined. Jay Insani struck out, walked, and lined to short on a sharply hit ball. It's 5-4 now, your score. Takes a big swing at a changeup there. And for the first time, Easton Young is ahead of the batter after the first pitch. 0-1. Ooh, it's a brush pack pitch if I've seen it. think Easton Young said, give me a little more of the plate there, sir. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Young. Breaks outside, but high.
He wanted that one.
Yeah.
Young did.
Tough part of the night, too. Twilight and tough field book out there. Boy, didn't give him that one. And Young just has a big grin on his face. 3-1. He probably, when he put his mitt up to his mouth, said, what do I have to do here, Mr. Umpire? 3-1. Strike on the outer corner. And the count goes full. Stepping back in is Jay Insani. Stewarts Creek clings to a 1-run lead. The pitch, chopped foul down the third base side. Coach Kendrick just watches it go by. And now somebody out of the bullpen to throw the ball back in. 5-4 if you're listening or watching. Stewarts Creek leading for only the second time in this game. And another payoff pitch on the way. Swung on, fly ball into center field, and it's going to drop. Hit pretty shallow out there, and Husky makes the throw in, but not before a solid single by Jay Insani, his first hit of the game. Davis Wilson, who has walked twice and doubled and scored a run, is the batter for the Riverdale Warriors. Gonzalez, who is a red-hot hitter, is on deck. And so Young is going to have to face him. He wants to face him, hopefully, with 2 outs, though.
Unless he can get a double play here.
Well, that's true, too. Left-handed batter. Easton Young checks the runner at first. Swing and a miss.
First base, Elliott Getz.
Getz is running.
All right. Count is 0-1. Just one away here. Fouled down the left field side, and it's going to be well out of play.
Well, he's gone out in front of this batter.
Yeah,
and that's big for him.
It's been a ground out to third, a home run, and a single. What does Davis Wilson do here? His team down by 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. This one way inside, and now there's going to be a throw to second, and they're going to get him. Getz is pumped out down there at second, and there are 2 away.
That was huge.
Don't know if he stumbled out of the gates or what down there, but because I was watching the pitch.
It was a great throw.
It was a really good throw from Waldrop.
That was Blanton. Blanton made the throw.
Blanton? Okay.
Yeah. No, it
it is.
Yeah, it's Blanton.
Yeah, I had the wrong catcher. 2-2 the count. I was thinking catcher, and I've talked about Waldrop.
Well, if Young can keep it in the ballpark, which has been a tough thing to do for all the pitchers.
Yes, it has. 1 dinger in this inning so far. 2-2 the pitch. Swung on, a hot shot down to second. Nice scoop by Connor. The throw to first, got him, and the ball game is over.
I got to say, there was some good defense by Stewarts Creek today.
Man alive, that one was something else to see. Final score in this one, 5-4. What an entertaining game between these 2 Rutherford County non-district rivals. 5-4, again, your final score. We'll have all the totals and the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show when we come back. 5-4, Stewarts Creek a winner on State Farm Prep Sports.
Local business owners, You know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joint, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we've just picked up where Dr. John started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Miss Celeste, and we're back at Riverdale for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Our friends at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands, and in most cases, they'll offer same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. 615-890-1311 is their number. Out at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, they're on West College Street and great supporters of what we do here on WGNS and Big G TV. WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. We get your legal ID taken care of. Let me tell you about a few games today. It was Eagleville an 8-0 winner over Cannon County earlier today, and got this final in. Stewarts Creek a winner 5-4. Blackman playing Rockvale. I don't know, they're probably just an inning or so into that one, but they beat Rockvale 14-0 last night. Blackman 8-0 on the season. Siegel beat Oakland last night 1-0 as well. So a lot of baseball being played this week. This game actually was part of the Wilson County, what's that? Top of 9, Blackman and Rockvale 4-4. So there's an update there, thanks to David Limbaugh. So as we jump into the post-game show, John, you've been working on the stats over there. Player of the game for Riverdale and for Stewarts Creek. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I'm going with Tyler Husky for Stewarts Creek. 3 for 4, had a home run, drove in 2, and Bland had a big home run to tie it, and then they went ahead. But Husky, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a home run. So that's for Stewarts Creek. For Riverdale, it could be just about anybody. I'm going with Jesus Gonzalez, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
There you go. I like those choices there. Your Dr. Automotive players of the game. And you know, Dr. Automotive, they provide local car owners with excellent auto repair service. They've got ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics out at Dr. Automotive, and they can work on anything, foreign and domestic. They take care of it all. Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, Hazelwood Drive, online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Well, John, I think the key to this victory had to be the top of the 7th for Stewarts Creek. They led it off with the Blanton homer, and then after a strikeout, followed with a Tello single, a walk, a Chase Fernandez single, and drove in the 4th run of the game, and then another single and an RBI by Tyler Husky, who you mentioned, who drove in the 5th run of the game, and they needed that 5th run for sure.
Yep.
So, because it was 5-3 going to the bottom of the 7th. So that is your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. We know tax laws are confusing, so get help with your taxes at Craig's Tax Service, who specializes in personal and business tax preparations, financials, and bookkeeping services. They're online at craigstaxservice.com, 890-2233. And a reminder that if you missed any part of the game, check WGNSSports.com and download the Sir Pizza podcast. Sir Pizza has been doing this since we've had podcasts, to be honest with you, and they are ready to feed you tonight. SirPizzaTN.com or their brand new Sir Pizza app. Just search for it in the App Store. They're on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Well, let's get your stats here in the game, and stats and starting lineups every game brought to you by our friends at Fans Heating and Air. Also, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and our friends at Winners Trophy. So let's get some final details here.
All right, Riverdale drops to 6-6 on the year. Bryce Messer went 1 for 3. Gunnar Waldrop 1 for 3 with a home run. Liam Goodhart 1 for 4, had a triple. Noah George with a 1 for 4 night, and he had a home run. That was in the 7th. Jay Insani was 1 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Davis Wilson 1 for 2 with 2 walks. 2 for 3 for Jesus Gonzalez, 2 RBIs on the night. James Jones was 1 for 2, and Carter Terrio was 0 for 3. For Stewarts Creek, Aiden Jackson was 0 for 3. He did have a walk. Chase Fernandez 2 for 4 with the run scored and a home run and RBI. Tyler Husky, we mentioned 3 for 4, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs and a home run. Shane Rhodes 2 for 3. Hudson Schmitz was 0 for 3. He had a walk. Devin Connor 0 for 3 tonight. Hunter Blanton 1 for 3, a big home run in the 7th inning that tied the game actually with that home run. Aiden Brown was 0 for 3, and Gadel Tello was 1 for 3 with a run scored. So big 7th inning for Stewarts Creek, captures this game by a score of 5-4. Your pitching stats: Liam Goodhart went 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Nick Curry, 1 inning pitched, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. For Stewarts Creek, Easton Young becomes the winner here. Jeff Moran, 5 innings pitched, 3 runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 1 hit batter. Easton Young, 2 innings pitched, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 hits, and 1 walk. He is the winner tonight in this contest. Final score, 5-4. Stewarts Creek comes from behind in the 7th to win it in really, I guess, exciting fashion, you might call it.
Yes, indeed. Well, John, we know that this will be our only game this week. We'd planned to try to do something Monday, go out to the game at Rockvale and Blackman, but not able to get that in, and they pushed their series to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got Lady Raiders coming up for you tomorrow. So we will have something for you next week, and we hope you'll tune in for that. We'll have it here on radio, streaming, and video at Big G TV. But, John, let's get out of here, shall we?
All right. Have a good evening, everybody.
You too, and I want to thank Mr. David Limbaugh here at the station. Do remember St. Baldrick's. You can go to RiverdaleWarriors.com, and there's a St. Baldrick's tab right there. You can take on and make a donation as they are trying to raise money for St. Baldrick's Foundation, and that will be on Friday, the big haircut day, and probably some big clippers. All right. Hope you had a fun night with us. For Jackson Smith at the station, for John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett. So long, everybody. Until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.